Exactly 1 year ago, it was Brexit. However, this is not a reason for joy for most Brits, as many Brits now consider leaving the EU to be a mistake. England flags, cheers, and God save the Queen when Britain leaves the European Union on January 1st, 2020. Thousands of Brexit supporters in London celebrate on the square in front of Parliament. A year later, there's not much left of the euphoria. With the end of the transition phase at the turn of the year, difficulties for retailers become noticeable. According to surveys, the British now overwhelmingly believe that leaving the EU was a mistake. But, and that you should listen to, there is no turning back. The fishermen in particular feel cheated. Brexit should bring them higher fishing quotas in their own waters and thus higher income. Before the 2016 referendum, an armada of fishing boats drove up the Thames in front of Parliament to promote the exit. But Brexit brought a lot of paperwork with it. Now many fishermen have to watch their catch rot while they deal with food safety certificates and customs declarations. The Tory MP Jacob Rees-Mogg, known for a certain eccentricity, said, "It's crucial that we have our fish back. It's now British fish, and with it, better and happier fish." Brexit means Brexit, ex-Prime Minister Theresa May liked to emphasize. But what Brexit should mean has long been unclear. Hopes for a close relationship with the EU were not fulfilled. The no-deal Brexit was averted, but there was no soft Brexit either. The trade and partnership agreement is thin. In addition to the fishermen, many others also see their business in danger. A Dutch bicycle accessories dealer said he exports to every country in the world except the UK because of customs and new rules for the payment of VAT. The Brexit negotiations dragged on for years. First about the exit and then about the new relationship. Deadlines were repeatedly broken and the exit postponed. Prime Minister Boris Johnson once sounded that he would rather lie dead in a ditch than postpone the Brexit date again. He postponed it. It wasn't until January 31st, 2020 that it finally ended. EU Chief Negotiator Michel Barnier has faced 4 different Brexit ministers and chief negotiators over the year. Several times he feared failure. Again and again he warned of the ticking clock. After the talks were over, he said, "The clock is no longer ticking." Barnier is now writing a book. He should have a lot to tell, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Another difficult question was how to avoid a hard border between Northern Ireland, which belongs to the United Kingdom, and Ireland, a member of the EU. If Brussels thought that the exit agreement would solve the problem, London suddenly came around the corner with a bill that called everything into question again. "This is a breach of law in a specific and limited way," said the British Northern Ireland minister in the House of Commons. In the end, they agreed. Northern Ireland is still subject to the rules of the EU Customs Union and the internal market. Johnson drove through the country with a promise printed on a red bus to put £350 million into the NHS instead of the EU, and that daily. But the number wasn't right. The so-called British discount had not been factored out, nor was the money that Great Britain got back through EU funding programs. Johnson has been reprimanded for misusing official statistics. It's unclear whether the additional sum will now benefit the health service. The government points to significant investments in the health sector because of the corona pandemic. Yeah, because of the corona pandemic, not Brexit. After all, there is now calm on one front. The founder of the UKIP, the United Kingdom Independence Party, Nigel Farage, was seen as the driving force behind Brexit. Politically, it didn't pay off for him. His seat in the EU Parliament was gone when they left. The leap into the national parliament was always denied to him because of the first past the post system. Still, Farage is satisfied. "By and large, the war is over," he says. He said of Johnson appreciatively, "He did what he promised." and Farage founded a new party, or renamed the other one. The fight of the Scottish National Party, the SNP, for Scotland's independence and a possible return to the EU is not over. National elections are planned for May. Should the SNP achieve an absolute majority, there would be pressure on London to allow a second referendum on secession. According to surveys, a stable majority of Scots are now in favour of independence. But it is not yet in sight that London will bow to pressure from Edinburgh. And me as a politician, what I always say is, it's anyway never over until election day is over. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and to my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.